How to protect your vote. 3. Major filters to identify politicians now. Hello, this is the second part of Jong Ho's segment, Think About It. After watching the first part, you must have felt quite heavy-hearted. You must have painfully realized how easily we have been deceived by the glamorous shows of politicians and that, without even knowing it, we have become their accomplices. But everyone, we have a powerful weapon that is too strong for us to just despair. It is the option. It is difficult to find a perfect saint. However, we can at least filter out the worst politicians who would ruin our community. Today, I propose 3 key filters for identifying politicians. Just remember these 3 things. Your vote can be a sharp spear that changes South Korea. Identify the poison called free. This is the first filter. Is he offering overly simple and sweet answers to complex problems? The conflicts in our society are anything but simple. Low birth rates, pension depletion, and regional extinction are structural challenges that have been intertwined for decades. A true politician honestly states who should share this pain, how and for how long. If necessary, they appeal for shared suffering by saying, now we need to tighten our belts. On the other hand, a politician is different. It sounds like a wizard is speaking. If I am elected starting tomorrow, I will reduce taxes and increase welfare. Everyone, it's time to think about it. There is no such thing as a free lunch in this world. If we increase welfare while reducing someone's taxes, where does that money actually come from? Let me specifically talk about a case from a local government that I covered. A candidate was elected with the promise of unconditional welfare and expanding welfare for all citizens. It was good for the time being, because cash was coming into my pocket. But just 2 years later, the municipality was on the brink of bankruptcy. In the end, the first things to be cut were the less noticeable areas. The quality of children's meals declined. The education budget was reduced, and the welfare budget for caring for elderly individuals living our children's future on a pile of debt in exchange for the free candy they offered. Remember, anyone who only speaks of easy answers is, without exception, a politician. Be sure to filter out the poison called free that they offer. Don't be deceived by the mask of anger. It's the second filter. Does he get angry and blame others in the face of legitimate questions? The starting point of politics is explanation and responsibility. When voters ask questions and journalists inquire, explaining sincerely is the foundation of politics. But what is the reality? When uncomfortable questions arise, it's slander, it's fake news, they shout. Instead of answering the essence of the question, they attack the intent of the person asking. It's a tactic of attacking the messenger to cover up the message, and then immediately shifts all the blame to the previous government or the opposing camp. Everyone, I want to make it clear that anger is by no means justice. It is merely the most primitive defense mechanism to hide one's ignorance and incompetence. I have conducted many interviews while working as a journalist. A truly skilled politician says this even in the face of difficult questions. I was lacking in that area. I will find an alternative. However, the politician tries to turn the questioner into an enemy and incites supporters to silence them. A candidate who gets angry at questions does not consider you as their master. You must filter out that irresponsible anger. Look at the consistency of life rather than words. This is the third filter and the most important criterion. Is it not his words, but rather is life consistently being proven? Politics is not done with words. It is done through the trajectory of life. During election season, everyone becomes a champion of the common people, and everyone becomes a guardian of fairness. However, looking into the past reveals the answer. Did the candidate who claims to support the common people engage in real estate speculation using insider information? Did the person who shouted for fairness give special educational opportunities only to their own children? Inconsistent words and actions. This is the clearest mark of a politician. Instead of a flashy speech or a smooth interview, look at the path he has walked. Check how he made choices in front of profit, and how he treated the weak when he held power. words can be embellished. However, life cannot be hidden. Politics should not be a show that sells the commodity of words, but a process that proves the value of trust through life. You who never stop thinking, change the world. It only takes a second to criticize politicians. However, recognizing a true politician and supporting him so that he is not lonely requires our collective patience. We are no longer accomplices. We are the judges who hold the three filters in our hands. When there are more voters who think of our children's laughter 30 years from now, rather than the sweet promises of the moment, politicians will lose their place on this land. You must make your own decision inside the voting booth. But do not forget this one thing. As long as you do not stop thinking, the hope for South Korean politics will not disappear. Every single one of your comments will serve as a foundation for changing politics in South Korea. Remember this. When we stop thinking, the politicians' party begins. If you found the video helpful, please subscribe and like it. Have you thought about it? This was a reporter from Think About It. Thank you.